So, the President of the United States decided it would be a good idea to send in troops into Portland, harass and instigate and rile up peaceful protesters, kidnap them, throw them into unmarked vans, without telling them why they were being arrested, and is now threatening to do this to other cities as well. He was not asked by the government of the city, of the state. He wasn't asked in any way. He was told, get out, don't do this. You're going to just rile up people more than you already are. And he did it anyway. This law and order president, again, in quotations, decided to do it. And now he wants to send in more troops, federal troops on U.S. soil to democratic cities. This is fundamentally wrong. This should not be a partisan issue. This should just be common sense. This is not how democracy works. You are supposed to be asked, we need your help, and then you send in what's needed. It's not, I'm going to do this for a political ploy because my numbers are lagging so far behind. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm not a huge fan of Joe Biden. However, I think this is a direct response to Trump seeing the polls falling further behind and knowing that he's not going to win, at least if the voting were to be held right now. So he's desperately trying to do something to rile the people, his base. What I don't think he understands is you need more than just your base. I think he's doing anything to show how much of a man he is, because he's not much of one. In every instance where he's given the opportunity to show that he can be presidential, he has not taken the high road. He has divided people. He has shown his ignorance. He has shown that he is divisive. An example is when he shot tear gas into peaceful protesters right in front of the White House. When you have a man-child who now has his own personal army, that says volumes about us as a country. When you have people that enable him, that also screams something's wrong. So, him sending or threatening to send more people to, say, Chicago or places like that, I think he'll get more kickback against his troops. Something is fundamentally wrong with our system. Democracy is dying. And when you have a president who tells Chris Wallace that we'll see about him accepting the election, because mail-in ballots is going to be rigged, could be rigged, even though he himself has done mail-in ballots. Most of his staff has done mail-in ballots for years. You're looking for someone who's continuing to escalate a situation. He's not going to leave. And he has this militia that's working for him. This is a man that's out of control, and a man that needs to be stopped. I don't believe in violence. I'm not a violent man. But what this man is doing is wrong. And I'm not a big fan of the Democrats. I believe they're just as complacent because they sit there and they allow him to do these things instead of being on the news and screaming every day about how wrong this is on everything. Every day there seems to be a new scandal with this president. Every day. And it's old. It's getting old. And it's been old for a very long time. Democracy's dying before our eyes. What the hell do we do? So, those are just my thoughts. Here's to a better tomorrow.